Today we're gonna have a little ramble about Topspin 2K, game I haven't covered properly in quite a long time, mainly because I've been busy covering everything around tiebreak for the past month. But if you guys didn't know, season 3 of Topspin is ending in about 3 to 4 days now. So yeah, it's time to start talking about new players, what's gonna change and what needs to change in the game. I feel like Topspin needs to come up with a big response to tiebreak in this new season as that game is improving day by day, week by week. Let's talk a little bit about season 3, and I didn't really play this season too much, and I feel like that's been the general trend with a lot of people with this game, as yeah, it's just, I don't know. Best edition that we saw in season 3 was for sure the Laver Cup. I think this edition was by far one of the best things Topspin have added in the game so far. Like the attention to detail that went into making this event something in the game was nailed to the T. And yeah, this game mode, I can't even call it a game mode, as the only place you can really play the Laver Cup is in career mode. Like, I don't get, with Topspin, I don't get why they put so much work into these things, but they don't want to show it off. The Laver Cup should have been like a single player game mode in the game where you can add, where you can play as any gender, legends, current players, and just have fun with it. But the other changes we saw, which I didn't realize until I returned to the game last week. Returns in this game have been buffed way too much, like to the point where it's just so easy to counter any type of serve in the game with just a return winner or a return that's so powerful that you can just control the point from there on. Last week, I was using players like Leda Fernandez, Caroline Garcia, and I was just dominating players just off the return and getting winners from it. And no matter if you time it late or time it perfectly, like, the returns are just way too strong and easy to do. And I feel like before this update to the returns, I don't think it was even a big issue in the game. Like, it had a good risk and reward element to it. But yeah, I think definitely Topspin had other ideas of how they want to take returning in the game. But I feel like what's made it more overpowered is the fact that they nerfed serves a few months ago, and now you have these weak serves going to a strong buff return, and it's making the game super unbalanced right now. So hopefully that gets fixed in season 4. But yeah, as I said, yeah, so they buffed a bunch of defensive perks in the game, and yeah, I feel like when you're rallying, you can definitely tell that perks like shot counter, even as control shots, are much better now. So yeah, that's a really good change that the game has made. Also in season 3, the devs made some improvements to the AI by increasing the power of the AI serves. This was a really great improvement that the game made. Like, for the first time in a long time, I actually had fun playing against the AI in the game. But yeah, that was pretty much all the main changes we saw in season 3. There was a decent amount of changes in there, but of course in the comment section, let me know what you guys thought about season 3 of Topspin, as I feel like this season is really like now or never for this game, as I feel like the player base is slowly decreasing. I feel like a lot is needed to draw players back into the game, but I guess only time will tell. Every new season in Tots comes with a brand new player. How I thought this would go is that we'd see 2 to 3 players that will come into the game per season, but it really seems that we're only going to be seeing 1 player per season, which was a bit disappointing, but what can you do? Last season we saw Caroline Garcia. In season 4, I'm expecting it to be another ATP player, and I've got 4 players that I have in mind. The first player is Alexander Zverev. If you guys have been on the channel for a long time, you already know that his name was leaked in the game files, as well as Sinner's, and Sinner got released in the game in season 2. So I think he's always going to be a player that we should expect to come eventually, and it could be season 4. Another player is a bit of a shout, but I feel like Gael Monfils could be the player that could be coming in season 4. One reason why is that he's done some promotional stuff for Topspin, and also he's a player that's not actually in tiebreak yet. So I feel like, if Monfils was going to be in tiebreak, he would have been in it by now for sure. So I feel like he may be an exclusive player for Topspin, and we could be seeing him potentially in season 4. If he is, I feel like that would draw a lot of people back to the game, as he is one of the all-time greats, all-time entertainers. The next 2 players are people that I've mentioned before as well. That's going to be Tsitsipas and also Casper Ruud. Also done promotional work for Topspin and appeared at one of the first events that Topspin held when they were hyping up the game way back in like March or something like that. So it could be those two as well. In the comment section, let me know who you think the next player is gonna be. And yeah, when news of the player does come out, I will be covering it on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe if you are new. All right, so let's move on to some of the changes that I would expect to see in the game. A good place to look at potential improvements is the Discord, as there was a section in the announcements that spoke about future patch considerations that the game is looking into. So one of the things that they're planning on changing is the ability for bad shots to aim closer to the line on rare occasions to add more variety. This one, I don't know. I feel like it's another attempt to just make the game a lot easier. Like with Sim, with the returns getting buffed in the game. And I feel like right now, I kind of like how you're punished if you time your shots poorly. So I don't really see the need for this change if they're working on it. But I could be wrong here, but I don't know. I don't think that's really a thing we need to see, as it just makes the game more of just an arcadey casual game, which could be the direction that they want to go with this game, but I wouldn't like that change too much. They're also investigating tweaks to the fatigue system in my career. This about time, bro. About time, because yeah, people have been complaining about the fatigue system since launch, since even before launch, I'll be honest. So yeah, just about time, because yeah, they're also planning to rebalance the impact of the forehand and backhand attribute and how they influence where the ball lands on the court, which is yeah, I'm looking forward to how that change is gonna be impacted in the game. I don't feel like that's really a big issue right now, but I feel like the main attributes that really count in this game is, yeah, forehand, backhand, and power. But maybe there's an issue with it, I'm not too sure. But to be fair, by the word rebalance, it may mean that they're trying to make it less impactful in the game. I don't know, who knows? Only time will tell with this one, I guess. And yeah, the final things that are going to be rebalancing the impact of slice shots to be more impactful in neutralizing the opponent's shots. Now, see, yeah, now this is the change I do like, as yeah, I think slicing in the game doesn't have the same impact you see in real life, as when you play a slice ball, it doesn't really affect your opponent's rhythm, their shot timing, and they can literally just pick up any slice with a strong flash shot in the game. So yeah, if this change is done right, it's gonna add more variety to the gameplay and make the experience a whole lot better. I guess this also means we're gonna be seeing changes to the slice, I think, perk, the skill. Maybe that'll be a little bit stronger as well. But yeah, so those were the main changes that I'm expecting to see in the game. Still, as we know, there's still a bunch of other things that is wrong with the game that could be improved in the game. But I guess at least we're seeing some progress. I feel like everyone's getting pretty tired of sort of giving the game feedback now. Now it's just up to them to just try and solve it, I guess. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking about Topspin as of right now. Do you have high hopes for season 4? Let me know in the comment section, let me hear it. And yeah, I'll chat to you guys in the next one.